Game James, man, you know it's here. I always tell you we got the star in the front, we got the star on the hat, and you know, make sure you check in tonight because we're going to be doing that game against some Chargers, that preseason game. But as I said before, we're doing the high school circuit, and we've been having a slew of interviews with a lot of great athletes, a lot of dogs. But guess what? I'm out here in Columbus, Ohio, and I actually called games and actually got to see two dogs themselves in a tough game against South High School. Actually, these two are from Cincinnati Woodward. One, Armoud Seals, and the other, Donte Farrell, quarterback receiving combo, and it was a nasty combo that I saw in this game. And we're going to talk a little bit about them and kind of see what they got going on besides that. So without further ado, how both of y'all doing today, fellas?
Good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, first of all, let's jump right into it. As I said, I announced the game, and when I seen the game, when I first seen the first play from y'all, first of all, that was a wicked slant pass. Donte, I didn't know you had them wheels like that. He jumped through the middle. Somebody was trying to grab the jersey, and he kind of just skirted him. I was like, okay, we got a game here. I'm gonna keep it real. I was like, y'all look good on the field, but you know some of that stuff can be deceiving sometimes. Teams can look good on the field and be terrible. And I was like, is this one of them games? And y'all came out flaming. But first of all, let's kind of talk about the game. You know, it was a tough loss. But how do you guys both feel about the game, and just kind of talk about the game in itself?
Well, it was a pretty good game. Pretty good game. We had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of penalties on us. We actually improved from last year, so we believe that we should have won.
Okay, and what about you, Amon? Come over a little bit to my left, Donte. Yep, there you go. What about you, Amon? You was the QB of it. Talk to me about that game.
We got to clean up a lot of stuff. There was too many flags. I feel like we were supposed to win the game, but we just got to learn from it.
Okay. Now, I know South went to your guys' house last year, and I think it was a different type of game. I think it was pretty much from what I hear night and day, because I wasn't actually out to go there, but I heard, I'm not, trying to rub anything or anything like that, but I heard it was more of a blowout, that type of game, and you guys came in here and made it a whole lot different. So what do you feel like you guys improved from the last year matchup to this year's matchup? Donte first.
Offensive line. We got way better blocks. Last year, a lot of blitzing, a lot of sacks, a lot of fumbles. Our offensive line locked in this game. We got some yards.
Okay. And what about you, Armand? I know you weren't there last year, but kind of how did you feel, from even hearing about it last year and coming in this year? What do you feel? Do you feel like you kind of maybe added to that difference in the game as well? You can tell us.
I didn't want my boys to go outside like that on a blowout. So, and I feel like our coaches got everybody better. The O-line coach great, the offensive coordinator great. Yeah, and we got a lot of weapons on the offense too. So that helped us.
I've definitely seen that.
I just had to play my part and do what I could do.
Well, I definitely seen y'all had talent, especially along the receiving core and your running game. Your offensive line was huge, first of all. Them guys were some big boys. I'm not even going to lie. I was very frustrated in that game because I felt there were too many flags. I get there were flags. I seen calls, but sometimes I felt there was too many flags. I mean, it felt like there was like 50 flags in that game. It really stopped the momentum of the game really on both sides. So hopefully get better refs to clean that kind of thing up. But let's talk. I want to ask you a few questions, Armand. You were actually a different school last year, and you transferred in here at Cincinnati Woodward this year. Kind of tell us about that. Was it a move that you kind of maybe knew some people here at this particular school, or why did you choose this school to transfer to?
Yeah, I knew people at this school. Like I got a close relationship with, and like it felt like a good place to be at. It felt better here than at Wayne Woods.
Okay. So how did you come? Like, were you able to go into the off-season program? Were you already kind of acquainted, so you kind of already had the relationship, and that's what kind of the pull to bring you over here?
Yeah, I already had a relationship with Donte. I played with him in Little League.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like coming over here wasn't no big difference because I played with people in Little League.
Okay. All right. So, I had a few kids myself. They were played on Mississippi, and they told me it was like video game. I used to coach little league football, and I don't know, was it kind of like y'all too? Because they used to tell us. I seen how big he was. He's like 6'5", 330 offensive lineman, and the running back is a 4-star athlete right now. And I was like, y'all played on the same little league team. Y'all was probably just dominating team. Y'all was probably a team that we looked at was like, man, they'd be cheating, dog. They got them two guys. They're gonna be there. So was it like that with y'all too? Was y'all just as soon as everybody saw y'all two, they was like, well, they about to just blow us out?
Yeah, it was like that.
All right. So let's talk about the so were you guys always like a receiver quarterback combination? Because before you answer that, when I watched the game this past Thursday, you guys had a connection. I mean, you guys Seals knew where to throw that ball to, Donte, and you knew where to go get it. It was kind of like the first slant play I talked about when you scored the touchdown, but not just that. I think you high pointed the one pass where they had the pass interference and he face guarded you.
Yeah.
Seals knew where to go. I was actually sitting in the booth, sitting there thinking, I was like sitting there saying, you better guard number 5. He's going to him. You better guard him. And y'all went to 2 straight plays. So kind of talk about that. You were shaking your head like, nah, we ain't always do that. But kind of talk about how y'all's relationship and how it seems like y'all are like one out there.
Yeah. So in Little League, actually, the roles were switched. I was the quarterback. So that was just the connection. We knew it like that. We'll switch it up sometimes, and he'd play quarterback, and I'd just catch the ball and run.
Okay. So where did the switch kind of happen? Did it happen in high school? Because I seen you, Seals. You can run that ball. You deceptive because I ain't think you run the ball like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't think you could run the ball like that. And I seen you trucking people, and I'm like, oh, he got a little bit of shake too. I didn't think you had it in you. So when did the role started kind of changing where you hit the receiver, Seals, and you kind of hit more of the quarterback?
6th grade.
I did. Yeah, in 6th grade. That's what I always wanted to play quarterback, but a little league quarterback didn't get the ball, and it was boring. So at little league, I ain't never want to play quarterback. But in middle school, that's when I switched over and just started full-time quarterback.
And you as well, Donte. That's when you made the switch in 6th grade.
6th grade.
Okay, so I want to ask you first, Donte. I think I seen you got some offers already, and I mean you're a nice size. You're about 6'2", correct? About 200 pounds. You got. I don't know. When you were at camps, first of all, you, Donte, when you went to some of these camps, what did you really want to prove to these coaches? What did you really want these coaches to know about you? And what is the impression you kind of left with those coaches?
My route running. I believe that I got extremely good route running. People last year, all I did was fades, and people was like, I can't run routes. First game, I showed I can run routes. Got a couple shake and bakes here and there. Defenders turning around in circles. Good route running.
Nice. That's good. A lot of people want to see that anyway, because I think you had 8 receiving touchdowns last year, if I'm not correct, as a sophomore.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I know you kind of want to add that more to your toolbox. What about you, Seals? When you went to some camps, what was the main thing that you wanted these college coaches to know, or coaches in general, about what you bring to the game, and what do you felt like the impression that you left when you left those camps?
I didn't really go to that much camps, but I just wanted them to see the accuracy and that I was strong.
Okay.
And I was fast too. I just wanted them to see that.
So where do you guys feel like you need to go from here after you took the tough loss 32-30? Obviously, you have games left. Where do you want to? I'm gonna ask you first, Donte. Where do you feel like you guys want to go from here after this loss? Where do you I talked about the penalties, but what do you feel like else you want to clean up as you're going forward?
Clean up the play calling. Like, we need to move the ball faster. Like, we're a fast team. Teams get tired more. And on the off season, we had a lot of good conditioning. So I believe that we in a good condition where we can move fast. The game was kind of a little slow, and stuff like that. And the weight room, we can get in the weight room more. We got a good touchdown. Running back drove us 10 yards. So I believe we can get in the weight room more.
Now, do y'all do a lot of weight room during the season? Is that something normal for you guys?
Now it is after that game.
I feel you. I feel you on that one. What about you, Armand? You know, what do you kind of feel like you want to take away from that game? Maybe kind of clean up, maybe on your own. You know, what do you kind of feel in your evaluation of it?
Slow my thinking down and like slow the game down at sometimes because it can't always just be quick. Sometimes you got to stop and think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's about it too.
Okay. Now, let me ask you both something. Do you guys play pretty much all Cincinnati teams from here on out, or are you going to play any more out of town teams? What's the
Yeah,
kind of the schedule?
we got a game that's 4 hours away, and week week four and
Okay.
week three we got a game in Kentucky,
Okay.
and yeah, from that I think the game's all an hour and under.
Yeah, Kentucky. We play uh, Bethel Tate, Bourbon High School, and Trimble High School.
Yeah, them the far game.
Yeah, the ones out of Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. So, out of those teams, like, you know, when you said you're playing you said you're playing a team in Kentucky. Did you
Yes.
say that?
Bourbon High School.
Okay. So when you're playing these teams that maybe are like out of town, things of that nature, does it give you an extra oomph to really let the world know who you're about? Does that kind of get you more hyped up that you're going out of town and you really want to showcase your skills?
Yeah, show that the Cincinnati league's not as easy as they think. Show we had dogs down in Cincinnati.
Okay. Now let me ask you something. Is that kind of the knock that's been going on around maybe the word?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was.
All right. So, you know what? I'll be having a lot of young guys on here, and I've had a lot of underdog type kids on here with their teams saying, you know, please, y'all better start recognizing we're going to bring it. You know, has Cincinnati Woodward, I've heard about y'all. Have y'all been a basketball team or has it been a football team? You know, kind of tell me the history of it because I remember Cincinnati Woodward kind of a basketball too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was mainly a basketball school. We had a couple good years in football,
Mm-hmm.
but it's mainly been a basketball school.
Okay. So y'all just really trying to put y'all's mark.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, are both of y'all juniors?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you guys are both in Ohio, obviously. Now, let's say the colleges start coming your way. Are you the type of players? I'm going to ask this both of you guys. Are you the type of guys that will want to stay in home? You know, because I know some kids get homesick. They don't want to leave out of state. They like staying in state and go to school. Or are you the type that, hey, as long as that college program fits me, I don't mind where I go?
Yeah, I'm more like that. If it fits me, that's where I'm going.
Yeah,
Both of y'all like that?
Yeah.
whoever showed the
Okay.
most love.
Okay. All right. Whoever shows the most love. Now, give me a top school that you would like to go attend to right now. Give me a top school for each of y'all. Number one school right now for school was recruiting you.
Oregon.
Oregon. You about you, Seals?
Uh, UC.
Okay. Now, tell me why Oregon first, Donte.
I just like the hype. I like the hype. They believe Oregon is a real good school, like a top school. I want to show that I can play at a top school. Not
Nice.
compete.
And what about you, Seals?
I just like UC because it's in the city, and it'll be good to stay.
Okay. Now, this for me.
Like I don't like want to go that far either.
Okay. Now, just for me looking at y'all, okay. Seals, you seem like the laid back type, chill, even kill. Donte, you seem like you ultra aggressive, dog. You just seem like you ready to get at somebody. Like you seem like the type if a cornerback is in your face and he's talking trash to you, you seem like you're the type that wants to take over the game and get the ball every time to just pretty much dominate him. And I don't know if this evaluation is correct from looking from afar, but could you guys kind of agree with that assessment?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Seals?
Wait, what you mean?
No, I was saying you seem like you just even killed. You seem like you just real laid back. You seem like a lot of things. You don't let a lot of things move you. That's a good trait for a quarterback. But you also want to also stay on point mentally, like you were talking about, to continue to get better in the game. And when I was talking about Donte, go ahead.
Because South, they was trying to get in my head, but I wasn't letting. I was just letting the game. I was just letting the game play.
Right. Now, hey, make sure you talk to the big boy 79 because he's going to have to get it together because people was all in his head. And I seen him rip a helmet off. I was like, whoa, I probably still playing that game. That was crazy. But y'all got to make sure y'all talk to big boy because y'all going to need him. He's got a lot of good size. Y'all going to need him on the line to be able to work for y'all. So a lot of people going to get in his head. You know, if a team scout that and teams watch that, teams are going to use that against him. They're going to use that aggressiveness against him. And if they feel like they can get in his head, they're going to continue to lose that. And that can help hurt you guys from doing what you need is that's especially you Seals because that's your protector and y'all won't be able to get your play. So make sure y'all continue to talk to him to keep even kill because more people going to keep talking trash. It's part of the game.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not going to hold you guys any too much longer. But, you know, kind of, you know, how do y'all feel going forward with this season? You know, you had the loss or, you know, you don't want to dwell on it. But, you know, how do y'all feel going for the rest of the season? I know it's your first season with them, Armoud. You know, do your prospects feel good for the rest of the season? Like, okay, that was a loss, but we feel good about the rest of the season.
Yeah, we gonna be good. We got some good coaches. Our defensive coordinator good. Our head coach, he got everybody better. He great. And yeah, we got some good team. We got a good team.
What about you, Donte? My bad.
You can go again.
Go ahead. My bad.
Last game was most of our people first varsity game, and and like it was my first varsity game, and I put up 300 plus yards. So and I got the guys involved. So imagine by week 3 what we're gonna be doing. Yeah. So we're looking good.
What about you, Donte?
Just one loss. We just gotta move forward. Continue to grind nonstop, practice every day, weight room, film, get better. We just gotta get better.
Yeah. Now, are you guys what division are you guys in like a class? What class are you guys? 3A?
Just
okay.
Just
Division 3?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do they also I know they do a lot of these teams. So these teams that you're playing, are they what you call like real good teams for strength of schedule?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So even in these losses, this will still help you like if you were winning games toward the end of the season because they'll look at that type of thing. Because I always like to ask this, they'll look at those type of maybe even losses that, well, they lost against a tough team. This can still get you into the playoffs, even if like you don't have like the 8-0 or 9-0 type record. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's like I said, I really appreciate you guys taking out the time. I know it was a little different with both of you guys being there, so I apologize about that we couldn't do the split thing. But we're definitely going to do this again. And like I told all the young athletes that I've interviewed, we're going to do more interviews than this. I've already talked to a few other athletes before this, and we've already had another interview since they've had the games. But what we really want to do is do another mid-season and an end of the season. So basically the things that me and you guys both talked about, the goals that you guys talked about, the things that you want to get better in, we can definitely rehearse these and see these things really come to fruition when we have the second or third interviews coming down the line. So as I said before, as much tape as you guys can get, if you have any highlights, stats, things of that nature, please make sure you give those to me because I have a guy that's one of my producers. He's coming back down from California, and he's going to do a lot more of the production side of this to really make this nice for you guys so people continue to see what you guys are about and what you guys bring to the table. So the more you guys get from me, the more we can get more exposure for you guys. So I really appreciate what you guys did. Sorry for the loss, but you guys both played outstanding football. I see a lot of potential in both of you guys, especially that you're juniors. You know, a lot of the guys I just seen on tape, but to me actually to see the live action, I see a lot of good things. And I just want to tell you, Donte, you definitely, what you were telling me, I definitely feel like you have a lot of potential as far as what you want to do. I love your attitude, especially how you're very want to attack and really go after it. You guys keep that attitude. It's really going to really permeate through your team. I think you continue to take more of a leadership role. I still feel like both of you need to continue to take more of a leadership role with your team. And I feel like if you both take more of a step up leadership role with your team is going to follow you. And you guys are, I feel like, exceptional leaders. And I think that's where the winning is really going to come from, by listening to you guys. So you guys got to make sure that you guys continue to go in the weight room, be the leaders, work harder than everybody else, so you continue to put everybody everybody in y'all's back and continue to get those victories, if you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? So like I said, we definitely appreciate you guys coming on. We're going to be posting this live tomorrow because I got to do some editing to every video that I say. So I'll send you the link for both of you guys tomorrow. This will be live simultaneously on my YouTube and my Facebook. And it could be on my Twitter, but my Twitter's acting funny. If it posts live on my Twitter, all 3 platforms, it will be on live. So you can tell all your friends, anybody you know, jump in there and see what's going on. And we're going to continue to do more. Now, before I end, do you guys want to give any shout outs to anybody? I always do this. I do apologize. Do you guys want to give any shout outs to anybody, maybe some guys or parents or anything of that nature that kind of make you motivated to say, Donte's not just doing this for himself. Armoud is just not doing this for himself. I'm doing it for these people as well. You can go first, Armoud, this time.
Yeah. Shout out to some of my Woodward teammates. My boy Joe, Dale, Lil Tez, Jeremiah, 𝙁𝙤𝙁𝙧𝙚𝙧𝙚𝙧𝙁, and shout out the defensive coordinator, the head coach, and the OC, the line coach. Yeah, and all them. Yeah, that's it.
All
right. And what about you, Donte?
Shout out the whole Woodward, man. The whole Woodward. Everybody get a shout out. Everybody. Was definitely the head coach. He helped me a lot. Offensive coordinator, defensive coach, Jeremiah, 𝙁𝙤𝙁𝙧𝙚. They some dogs. Watch out for them. Jeremiah, Tez, Dale, Jeter, Kevin, 79. We just got to get them together.
All right. Now, moms ain't getting no moms and them ain't getting no love. You know what I'm saying? Got here. Moms get some love on him. Pops,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got to get no love.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, my mama too.
Yeah, free D head.
Yeah. Hey, get it all out. You know what I'm saying? We good in here. I appreciate y'all. So, like I said, we'll be posting this tomorrow. Make sure y'all jump on. We'll be having more interviews like this. So, for myself, Big Game James, my dog Armoud Seals, Mr. Donte Farrell, we'll be talking to you soon.
Shout out Coach Real.
Shout out. There's your other shout out. And shout out to them Cowboys because y'all better be watching tonight because we're going live on that too. So, we'll be talking to you soon. We out. Peace.